So today we're out on Lock 11 Road in Irvin, Kentucky. This is the house where Robert and Mary was slain. She was upstairs, and a gentleman that actually lived over there in that graveyard. The gentleman actually lived in the graveyard. He had just been released from a psychiatric ward in Ohio. He laid over there in that ditch. And when they came home, he shot her coming down the steps, and she fell through the floor of the house. Her husband ran out the back and was shot in the back and died. Another gentleman, a freeman, had showed up to inquire about work the following week. He got shot, his car got shot, and that's all he got. So now we are going to follow up with a picture of the graveyard where Jay is buried. Jay Warner was ultimately convicted and died in prison in Oldham County at LaGrange Prison. Bob and Mary's burial spot we will pick up when we get there. But this old creepy house is where a double slaying happened in June of 1978. So this is where we're going to end the story. I checked the cemetery where Jay, the murderer, was supposed to be buried. If he's there, he's in an unmarked grave, but he died in prison in LaGrange, Kentucky. And so, as I was saying, Mary was shot upstairs, subsequently fell, falling through the floor of the house. She received a gunshot wound to the abdomen and died instantly. Her husband, Robert, ran out the back door, was shot in the back, died instantly. Now, what makes this story so interesting is Jay Warner, the killer, had been institutionalized in Ohio, and a family member went and got him out. And it was no time later that he used a shotgun given to him earlier that year to commit the crimes. Being a young man, about 8 or 10 years old, in the early 80s, I used to receive Jay Warner's mail. It was kind of weird getting a serial killer's mail in my mailbox. So this story always just kind of hung with me. You dig search online, there is nothing about this double murder. One of the newspapers in the area, the gentleman deceased that ran it, the other one got bought out by another chain that owns 3 or 4 newspapers. I don't know, it's like they're not posting anything, don't have any archives or anything. The library in Irvin, Kentucky don't have a single thing on this story. You have to go to the historical museum to dig up anything whatsoever on it. I'd like to invite you all to like and subscribe. I'm getting really close to being able to make a couple of bucks off of this stuff, which will cover my gas money and stuff to go out and do more. I want to thank you all for your time, and I hope I've earned your subscription.